I made these sliders for my family this week, and they disappeared quicker than I could get them on the plate. The first is a Copycat McDonald's Filet-O-Fish slider that's crispy, cheesy, and so good. And then a BBQ Bacon Ranch Chicken slider that's pure summer comfort food. But wait, there's more. I've also got some summer snacks and lighter bites, like my guilt-free ice cream, a fresh fruit and yogurt bowl, and a flavor-packed avocado tuna salad. So whether you're feeding a crowd or you just want something quick and delicious, these are sure to hit the spot. I'm Mel. Welcome home. Let's get started. Tonight, I'm making something very, very yummy and very, very easy. We're going to make us some Copycat Filet-O-Fish slider sandwiches. It's very important, in my opinion, that you get crunchy, breaded fish fillets. Now, if you get the battered kind, hey, it ain't going to kill you, but if you want it to be like the McDonald's one, you want this crunchy batter. And honestly, this is the longest part of this recipe. We're going to cook these according to the package instructions, which is 450 degrees, about 22 minutes. We're going to cook them a couple minutes extra to get them super crispy. While our fish is cooking up, I'm just going to go ahead and prep my little buns here. I went super easy tonight and I got slider buns. You can use the rolls, Hawaiian rolls, any flavor. I just got the classic flavor though, because the sweet, Hawaiian ones, I don't think, that's not classic McDonald's taste. But like I said, I went super easy and I just got the buns that are already split open and all that kind of stuff. Here we go. This is so easy. It's getting late. It's about 8:30 and Patrick just called me. He's getting in from mowing. He's been out mowing all of the family's yards. So I'm going to go ahead and get these going. We're just me and him tonight. And I'm just taking a good old Kraft American cheese single, putting on the bottom of every one of these buns. There's just something that's really fun about having a little size of something that you like this. And I find there's two kinds of people in the world. There's people that like the McDonald's Filet-O-Fish, and then there's those people that just lie about it and say, oh, I don't like it. But they do. Everybody loves this sandwich. Now we're just waiting for our fish. When our fish is done, we want to go ahead and cut our oven off. Then I'm just going to cut my fish. These are triangular, so I'm going to cut this side a little bit longer to kind of even them out. Then I'm just going to slide my fish this way. Slide my slider buns over here. Super scientific method. Put my little fish right over on these slider buns. Now I'll get rid of this. Now I'm just going to put, maybe a little teaspoon or tablespoon of tartar sauce on top of each one of these. You can definitely use a store brand tartar sauce, but I always have the ingredients to make this, and I just need a very little bit of it tonight. I'm using about a half a cup of mayonnaise, about a teaspoon of sweet relish, about a half a teaspoon of just regular old yellow mustard, and a half a teaspoon of some lemon juice. Just mix it up, give it a little taste, see if it's to your liking. It's pretty much to my liking, but I do think it could go with a little bit more relish. This is a very inexpensive, cheap little tartar sauce, and I honestly just don't think you can beat it. I've been making this for years. Then I'm just going to put the top of my buns on my sandwiches. We have our oven cut off, but it's still warm. I'm just going to slide these back inside this warm oven. We're just going to close the door and let them sit in here a couple minutes. Just long enough for our cheese to get melted and our buns to get nice and warm. Honey, there is nothing fancy about this. It is super simple, super cheap and easy, but it's so good. This makes a perfect little quick and easy weeknight dinner. It's a really fun party treat, like for tailgating or just any kind of slumber party, or heck, just an even old busy Saturday night late supper like me and Patrick had them. They're just fun. 2-bite Filet-O-Fish at home. We got McDonald's at home, friends. Today we're making some Bacon Ranch barbecue chicken sliders. I'm only making 6 of them. So I have some very thin sliced chicken breast here. And I'm going to cut these up into like 4-inch pieces. I'll need 6 of them. Looks like I got about 3 out of that breast. And it looks like I'm going to get about 3 out of this breast. And I'm putting them over into a Ziploc baggie. Now I've got 2 more breasts here. I'm going to put them over on a parchment-lined baking sheet. I'll prep them a little bit different to use on some salads and stuff this week. Now, right into this bag, I'm going to squirt, just about half a cup of barbecue sauce. Hey, I'm just using those Sweet Baby Ray's. We love it. I'm not here trying to change the world. I'm just here to help you use what you have in your fridge, in your pantry, to pull together some quick and easy meals. So that's what we're doing. I want to really get this massaged in a perfect world where it wasn't 5,000 degrees outside, we might grill this. But I'm going to bake it off in the oven tonight, so I don't want it, swimming in sauce right at first. Got my chicken very well coated. I'm just going to put it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. You could actually let this sit overnight. While my chicken is marinating, I did a little bit of this prep work the other day. I'm going to take the bacon that I cooked, and it has been in the fridge. So I'm just going to spread it out here on a paper towel lined plate, put one over it, get this warmed back up a few seconds in the microwave. I'm also still using off this humongous block of Colby Jack cheese. So I'm going to take some slices off of it. I'll need 6 slices. So let's just get this good to go. I love the flavor of Colby Jack cheese or Monterey Jack cheese with a barbecue chicken. One of my favorites. I have also already cut up and washed up my lettuce for the week. And this is just some iceberg lettuce. But I'm just going to shred it up and chop it up just a little bit finer because I just like a really nice shredded lettuce on a sandwich like this. It's almost like a stand-in for coleslaw, which you could definitely use coleslaw here if you wanted to. Something else that I really think has a great taste along with barbecue is a red onion, whether it's on like a barbecue chicken pizza or a sandwich like this. I just like red onion with it. This is way too much right here. I think I'll leave some of it here and then I'll use a little of it. I'll dice it up because I am going to make a new tuna salad tomorrow for lunch. And I need a little red onion for that. Okie dokie. Let's cook our chicken. And like I said, I'm baking it. And I mentioned if it wasn't so hot, you could grill this. But you could definitely do barbecue chicken in your crock pot. Let it cook all day while you're at work. Come home and assemble these little sandwiches. I also got super excited when I was cutting these. Threw them in that bag, sauced them up a little bit. I didn't even season them. So now I'm coming back with a little bit of this Kinder's The Blend. This is salt, pepper, and some garlic powder. And then I'm going to hit them with a little bit of paprika too. And I've got my oven preheating to 375 degrees. And I'm going to cook these. Gosh, it might only take 15 or 20 minutes. These are very, very thin. Chicken needs to get to 165 degrees. But I'm going to check them about 10 minutes and start adding some more sauce on them. The chicken that I meal prep, I'm going to bake it right alongside this. All I do with it is put a little olive oil on it, season it with the blend, the salt, pepper, garlic, some onion powder, some Italian seasoning, and some paprika. This to me is like the holy grail of seasonings. I love this on chicken, potatoes, steak. This just makes a really good flavor combination. After about 10 minutes, 10 minutes is how long I went, you'll begin to see like some juices and stuff coming out of it. So at that point, we're going to give it a little bit more sauce. Like I said, this is not going to take long at all to cook up. And these aren't perfectly sized. We may have to cut them a little bit to make them fit on our sandwiches just perfectly, but hey, that's okay. We've got knives. We've got skills. We'll make it work. I just like to slather my sauce out a little bit with a brush here. Don't want too much. Sometimes if you're baking something at a high temperature like this, we're not. But if you bake it, too hot, sometimes you can get your barbecue sauce, all the sugar in it will make it get, kind of crispy. And we want a little bit of, sticky glaze, but we don't want it crispy. Now let's put it back in the oven for about 5 more minutes and give it a check. I'm going to build these sliders. I'm using the other half of this package of soft white slider buns. As I said on the other recipe where I used the other half of these, you can use Hawaiian rolls and just split them in half. I'm just going to put a little bit of mayonnaise on the bottom of each bun. And yes, this is JFG mayonnaise. I was raised on this stuff. I still like it, but I like Duke's too. And it was funny. I bought this for a little, cookout we was having. Of all people to say anything, Maddie was the one. She said, that JFG mayonnaise, that really hit. I said, honey, your grandpa, he will be so proud to hear that because that is his ride or die mayonnaise. Now, very carefully, I'm going to take my chicken and put it on every little slider bun. And I did temp it, and this took about 20 minutes was all in the oven. It was definitely 165 degrees. And I think these little slices are the perfect size. And if you like, you can put a little bit more barbecue sauce on them. And around here, I'm sure they're going to like. Now, let's put our Colby Jack cheese slices right over the top of that. My little extra crispy bacon from yesterday. Just reheated that. This is 4 slices. I cut them in half, and then I'm just breaking them in half again to make them fit nicely. I'm going to put just a few little slivers of red onion on each one of them. Some of our shredded lettuce. Then we're going to drizzle just a little bit of good old ranch dressing over each one of them. Oh my gosh, look at that. That thing looks good, Dad.
Looks good. Can I try it?
Yeah, that's what I made them for. Oh no, your chicken's sliding out. It is a slider, that's right.
I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't get to buy the chicken, it slid away.
Your chicken slid off. Okay, try it with the chicken unslotted.
That's good.
That's what I like to hear now. Tastes like summer.
That's good.
And it's just simple things that you get at the grocery store, you have in your fridge, in your pantry.
A little messy, but it's good.
Well, it ain't good unless you get it all over you, right? I can't help it. I gotta try this. Boy, I did do good, didn't I?
That's very good.
I love the lettuce and the red onion on it. And you could make these up early, like for a picnic, and eat them cold. Stick them in the cooler. I probably wouldn't put my ranch dressing on them till just when you get ready to eat them. But you could definitely eat these cold, and they'd be just as good as they are hot right out of the oven. Great for taking the mountains. Everything we love. Chicken, ranch, barbecue, lettuce and onion.
Bacon. These are good. Can I try that? It's good too.
It's perfect for just putting on a salad, just, I don't know, just reheating it and putting it in like a tortilla, one of them carb balanced tortillas, and throwing a little lettuce and some ranch dressing and cheese in it. She's pretty. Before we jump into the next recipe, I want to share something with you that's been making my mealtime much easier lately, and that's Every Plate. They're America's best value meal kit. You know that I love quick and budget-friendly meals, and I tried Every Plate for the first time recently. They really impressed me. They take all the time-consuming steps out of home cooking, the meal planning, the grocery shopping, and then they deliver perfectly portioned ingredients right to your door. That means less waste, less one-time use products, and minimal prep and cook time. And you can set your preferences like quick and easy, smart and fit, classic meat and veggies, and they'll move those options to the top of your menu each week. You still have access to all of the 26 meals and over 50 add-ons that change every week. They just bump your favorites to the top. And here's what really got my attention, the price. Every Plate is 30% cheaper than grocery shopping and up to 56% cheaper than other leading meal kit services, with dinners at just $5.99 each. They do this by keeping it simple. They use less packaging and everyday ingredients to create meals that are tasty and filling. They cook a lot like I do here on my channel. The recipes are delicious and they're inspired by your restaurant favorites. I even took a chance and picked something way out of my flavor comfort zone. I made a sweet chili chicken one day when my mom was over for lunch, and it was delicious. The sauce was amazing over rice, and even though I don't eat rice, the flavor was so good, I drizzled the sauce over the carrots and the chicken. Patrick, Mom, and I all loved it, and Mom took the leftovers plus a copy of the recipe card home with her. Honestly, I love everything about the concept of home delivery meal kits, and I've tried quite a few of them over the years. Every Plate really stood out to me for the quality and freshness of the meat and produce that I received. It's some of the best I've ever gotten in a meal kit delivery service. The recipes are easy to follow, the portions were very generous, the price and value, it's unbeatable. And if you've got a student heading back to school, what a nice practical gift for them. For $1.99 per meal on your first box, plus free heat and eat meals for a month, use code MOMMAMAIL199 at everyplate.com, or you can use the link in my description box. That's one free item per box for 4 weeks with active subscription. Use that link to go ahead and browse their upcoming menus, and remember to use code MOMMAMAIL199 to get the special offer. And thank you Every Plate for sponsoring today's video. This is supposed to be another fun, tasty summer treat that is low sugar, a little bit better for you. I'm not off to a very good start. This was supposed to be sugar-free Cool Whip, but I ended up with original, but we're going with it. And my Cool Whip is thawed. It's been in the fridge for, a day or two. Into my Cool Whip, I'm going to mix in 1 package of sugar-free vanilla pudding, and I'm going to try to do it in this container. And I don't know why I whisk. I thought that would be the tool for the job. As I was saying, this is the small package of sugar-free instant pudding, like the one that has 4 servings in it. Got to make sure it's instant, and of course, make sure it's sugar-free if you want it to be not so bad for you. I tell you, sometimes I worry about me, friends. The main thing that you need to remember right here is you just getting that mixed in real good. Then I have this little bag of no sugar added chocolate chips. Believe it or not, I had a free coupon for this, like a digital coupon from Kroger's, and I really like them. I've been enjoying them. I'm going to put in just a little handful of them, and let's get these folded in. Just a few more. Just kind of feel around in there and make sure you've got them pretty well evenly dispersed. Then I like to just put a few chips on the top, just so you know what you got. We're going to put the lid on this, put it in the freezer for 1 hour. After an hour, you can see it's kind of set up a little bit, hardened up where it's been in the freezer. I'm so anxious to give this one a try. My hopes with this combination is to get like a dupe for a chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. That's pretty good. I love the consistency of it. It's kind of creamy like ice cream, not hardly as cold, but I definitely do get the chocolate chip cookie dough flavor. Anytime you put the vanilla in here, it kind of has like a cake batter. Put sprinkles in here and have like birthday cake, I definitely get the cookie dough flavor in here. This stuff is so good. The possibilities are endless. I made a really good one with sugar-free chocolate pudding, and I just did the pudding and the Cool Whip. I didn't have anything in it, but it kind of give you like a brownie batter flavor. These are yummy, so fun, quick, easy for summer. You'll have to let me know what combinations you want to try in this, or if you've made this before, let me know. I want to share with you guys a little bowl I've been eating. This one, I start with some vanilla light Greek yogurt, and I have a hard time finding at Kroger's the big container of light Greek. You can find the Greek, but this light Greek has less calories. So I end up buying these little individual containers. Into my yogurt, I like to put just a little bit of peanut butter, probably a teaspoon or so. Not too much, because this one is a peanut butter with honey. It's not like a light peanut butter or anything, but it sure is good. So I kind of like to, get it stirred in a little bit. Then I like to take my apple and I just kind of slice it down the middle. Then I have 2 halves and I just kind of slice around, get my core out where it's kind of hard. Nothing tastes better than peanut butter and apples together. When I was in Girl Scout camp, we used to take our apples and like half them like this, then kind of cut the core out, and we would take peanut butter and smear it on that apple. Then we would stick M&Ms on the top of it. Not the greatest choice health-wise, but that was so delicious. I just put my little apples around the edge of my bowl here so I can dip them. And this may seem like a lot of trouble, like cutting it up like this, but I have one of those little, apple cores that on a little bitty apple like this, I feel like you get a lot of waste of your apple when you use that big core. So I do this and I don't have much waste. I like to sprinkle just a little bit of cinnamon over it. Squirt me just a little drizzle of some honey. This is local honey. If you are local, or even if you're not and you just want to try it, here's the phone number. These are some friends of ours. I've known them my whole life. Delicious. And this right here is absolutely delicious. This is chocolate peanut butter granola. And while this is very, I don't know what you say, like it's good, like it's organic, it's all the good things, all natural, non-GMO, gluten-free, all that. You have to be careful with stuff like this, because I wouldn't say that it's a low calorie or like low sugar kind of food. So I'm very, very sparse with putting this on just a little bit. But if you like the chocolate no-bake oatmeal cookies, that's what this granola tastes like. It makes everything great. This is a really good little breakfast. It's really good nighttime treat, like if you want a little something sweet late in the afternoon or, after supper. Sometimes I like to use the strawberry yogurt, and I'll cut in bananas and do the peanut butter and all the same stuff. There's so many options for yogurt bowls. Blueberries is really good with this too. Peaches, really any fruit is great with this, but I just find the apples are so filling to me. Hello, friends. Today, I'm going to make a new tuna salad. I'm going to start by doing any dicing that I need to, and I have just a bunch of little ingredients that are about to go bad. So this was the perfect little recipe. I'm just making a very little bit of this. I have some parsley, so I've washed it up, and I'm going to chop it up very little. My son-in-law's been having a little herb garden out back this year, so that has been enjoyed. I'm going to need, just another very small bite of celery. I'm not a huge celery fan. I like it in stuff like this, but I don't normally buy it. But Patrick had said he would like to have some celery to snack on. He's trying to do a little bit better too, but honey, this has been sitting in here. He hadn't touched it. Hey, I'm same way. I have big plans and then I never follow through. But anyhow, I just want just a bite of it. I had to remind him it was in here. So I've got some lemons that are very, very juicy. I can tell they're getting a little bit soft. And I'm going to need a little bit of lemon juice for this. So I'm just going to go ahead and wedge this one up. I like to drink lemon juice in my water sometimes too. This recipe also has avocado in it, which I'm really enjoying avocados. And this one is very, very ripe. That's why I'm making such a small amount, because avocado is not going to stay fresh. It's going to turn brown really quick, so I'm just making enough for me. I'm going to take about a tablespoon and put it over here into this bowl. Then the rest of it I'm just going to plop out here, and that little black spot off of it, don't like that. I'm just going to do my best to dice it up into chunks, and we'll stir a little bit of this in. Avocado's really good for you. It's got a lot of vitamins and nutrients in it. It's got the good fat, and honestly, it just helps with making things more filling, in my opinion. And right here in this bowl's where we're going to start. I'm going to take that big tablespoon of avocado, and I'm just going to mash it up. I'm going to squeeze in just a squirt of lemon juice. I'm just starting with probably a tablespoon of mayonnaise. We may adjust that in a little bit. Squirting in just a very little drizzle of olive oil. Then we got to have just a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And let's get all this kind of stirred together till it's very, very creamy. If you wanted to, you could substitute that mayonnaise with some Greek yogurt. But I'll just be honest with you, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. I've tried to use the Greek yogurt for mayonnaise in salads like this. I just end up using so much. I can't get the taste and the tang of mayonnaise. Now I can use it like sour cream, but not my mayonnaise. Into this mixture, we're going to add in our tuna. I'm trying something new. This recipe I found online, and I'll link it for you, and it makes 3 times the amount of what I'm making, but she used this exact tuna. I've only ever eaten chunk light tuna and albacore tuna, and I always get it in water. She said to use yellowfin tuna and get it packed in oil. And I'll have to say, it does smell very, very good. And we put a little additional olive oil in our mixture here. So we're going to get some added flavor out of that. Let me try a bite of it on its own. It's funny how we just eat what we grew up eating, you know? Tastes really good. I did drain it well. Very good. I can't tell a whole lot of difference, but like I said, I drained a lot of the oil off of it. But it does have really good flavor. Now I'm going to add in my celery, probably a tablespoon. The recipe online said to dice up some bread and butter pickles. I'm just using sweet relish. Again, about a tablespoon of this. It's what I had on hand. Plus, I like it. Snuck in some red onion on you. I diced this up yesterday. So if you don't have your red onion diced, you'd need to do that. Putting about a tablespoon of that. In goes my parsley. And I'm going to put in a little bit of that diced avocado. Now, very gently, we're just going to stir this around, folding everything together. I can already see I'm probably going to need just a little bit more mayonnaise. This is really a pretty tuna salad. I love seeing the parsley in here and the red onion. And also, you've got, your mashed up avocado, but you can see those pieces in there. Okay, before I add mayonnaise, I'm going to taste it. No need in just adding without tasting. That is absolutely delicious. But I looked over on my counter and I had some Dijon mustard out that I forgot to put in. So I'm going to add that in, just about a teaspoon maybe. Don't even know if that's going to be enough to make much of a difference. But she had it in hers. And when I try a recipe for the first time, I like to try it, pretty much as it's written. Then I'll play with it. And I do normally put mustard in my tuna salad. That's great. Does it need any more mayonnaise? Anything like that? Salt and pepper, the perfect ratio? This is great. Hey, look who showed up. Granny's here, so I have talked her into trying this. We've always eaten chunk like tuna. I've never got yellowfin. I've never got it in oil, but it smelled really good. It tastes good.
I don't know what yellowfin tuna is.
Well, I looked it up. Google told me that chunk like tuna was like a combination of different fish and tunas, and like it had a few little things in it. Albacore is albacore. Chunk light tuna was a couple different fishes, and yellowfin tuna is just yellowfin tuna.
All right.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like looking up that imitation crab meat.
Yeah.
It's just different fish.
And you have stuff in here that I don't normally eat.
Yeah.
But
like what? What don't you normally
like
eat?
the avocado,
Mm-hmm.
the parsley. I wouldn't think of putting parsley in there.
Me either. It's really bright though.
And I wouldn't have bought it in olive oil. I would have bought it in water. Okay. So we ready?
Yeah, try it out, Granny.
It's really good. I like the crunchiness.
I do too. It must be the celery.
It's just got a good taste, so much more than what mine would be.
Mine too. Usually in mine, I'm a mayonnaise, mustard, sweet relish, sometimes onion and celery.
And that's mine. I don't even put celery in mine.
Yeah, I don't either.
This is really good.
I think the red onion and the lemon juice and the olive oil.
Very good.
All right, I'm glad you like it.
Well, thanks for letting me sample.
You're welcome. I might let you have half of it.
Okay.
If you've loved these sliders and summer snacks, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. It really does help me out. And if you want some more slider recipes that disappear just as easy as these did, check out my slider sandwiches for every occasions playlist. I'll link it right here so you can slide on into that next. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some of your time here with me today. I'll see you over there. And as always, I send you love from my kitchen.